All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Yay! Let's jump over here. Click. Today's a really nice day. We've got a PSA return in, and that means you guys get to see some new cards. PSA returns are always really exciting. Usually there's some popular ones that get snatched up right away. Wade says, hey, mister, how are you today? I'm doing okay. How's it going, man? All right, Tammy's here. What's up, Tammy? Doo-doo. This is going to say PSA return, hot PSA return, TCC stuff only, because people immediately think that maybe it has their stuff in it. Nothing really crazy occurred other than the PSA return. What would I say? New breaks. Yep, we have a new Misty's Gyarados break, so that's really nice. Live card shop. All right, we'll just start there. Let's get it started. Is Discord acting dumb as hell for you? Discord is, well, the graphics to Discord changed to look more like an app. Let's jump over here. Oh, looks like that's already pinged. Let's go to this one. There we go. Oops. All right. 39 months of jerking it, crazy style together. All right, let's see. Specifically not being able to see when someone's typing. Huh, strange. Hold on, I'm waiting for a picture to be sent to me. I want to see this. Well, says Mr. Lord Chain. What's up, guys? I packed some decent Magic the Gathering Lord of the Rings cards. TCG player says their value and graded are 70 and 38. Are those valuable enough to grade? I think so. If you want them graded. Oh, man. All right, so I can't wait for this picture any longer. Let's jump over to the stream. All right. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Top left corner of the card. Oh. All right. Very nice. Okay, there we go. Just answering some questions in Discord. The December one should be back soon since grades are up for December. Yes, so I was just charged a whole bunch of money meaning my PayPal account is empty now. I was just charged a whole bunch of money for the December submission, so that is going to be on the way back any day now. We got to see the upcharge, but they finally actually charged my credit card. Where should I put these slabs? I should have a spot for them. Why don't I put these slabs? Maybe right here. All right, PSA return time. Look at this one. Got a Master Ball Duskull. That's cool. So in this PSA submission, what we see is sort of like what we've seen already. PSA's grading has gotten very, very, very harsh. I'm going to be cracking many of the vintage cards that graded 9 and just regrading them with CGC. Most of my vintage cards will probably just go to CGC now. All right. They want to apply a grading standard so tough that it's really just for modern cards. There you are. And I'm going to be a lot more interested in CGC 10 Gem Mint and CGC Pristines as a result of PSA's policy. Similar in the way that if you notice something about me, you never really see me purchase BGS Pristine 10 vintage cards. I just don't do it because their grading standard is so harsh that I don't really think there's a proper economy for, I don't trust the style of grading with the vintage cards. There has to be a little bit of leeway for the vintage cards. They're old. They have problems like silvering. They have to have the ability to grade 10 still. Oop, turn that down. That was Donald Trump talking to interviewers. Let's go ahead and get a price on this Duskull. Duskull Master Ball. All right. I made a short showing off all of the cards in the submission. Somebody said it was too fast. The short was too fast. But you know, you can slow it down, I'm pretty sure. So you can watch it on slow-mo. Are you still sending modern cards to PSA? I will be sending cards that look pristine to PSA. But it will only be about 1/4 of all my cards from now on. So the amount I send them is just going to be much smaller. And we're going to be diversifying who we grade with by a lot. All right, here we are. Little Duskull. That's nice. Beautiful. Let's just jump over here, see if any orders came in right away. It's like I was just talking about you. I was looking up the price of that, the cheapest bite now on that Dragonite. Ooh. The cheapest bite now on that Dragonite is now 7,000, which really feels more like 7,500 after taxes. Think about that. So that Dragonite's doing very well. You know what's crazy, Anthony? After cards started exploding in January, the first thing I did was I ran out and I bought another one of those Dragonites because I was scared I was going to miss the boat. And I'm so glad I did. I was able to basically replenish that Dragonite just a little bit cheaper than what I sold it to you for. Just a little bit. And now the card has jumped in price. Would you send a non-pristine? Who would you send a non-pristine modern card to? Non-pristine modern. For like a Gem Mint grade, like a regular Gem Mint grade. Not PSA, they're going to give it a 9. Probably Tag or CGC just to see what happens. Not Beckett. Beckett's going to give it a 9.5. CGC's, I think they're about to get a lot of grading. That's my prediction. I think CGC's about to get a lot of business. All right, so this is going to be the Joker Pikachu. Okay. This card's super popular. Every time I have this card for sale, it sells out pretty fast. All right. I saw you posted that. Here we go. We're going to say 145. Oh, the Dragonite that I purchased a new one. All right. Look at that, man. Good stuff already. I play Animal Crossing all the time. Do you really? Nice, dude. Karis used to play it, but I think she got bored. Okay, we did get a pristine 10 on this Shuppet. And to be honest, their grading standard is so insane now for vintage cards. I'm not going to want to sell it like cheap. I'm not going to want to like discount it and get rid of it. I want the full value on these. You should get Animal Crossing cards. You know, I almost did. I almost bought those. Animal Crossing cards. Let me see. They were like amiibo cards, right? Hold on, let me look it up. I mean, it's a loved franchise. Let's see. Ooh, they're so pricey and there's so many different booster boxes. Yeah, I wouldn't really know what to buy is the problem. Yeah, I don't know. I did buy something strange. Out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. Wow. Here, I'll get 2 boxes just for fun, okay? All right, I'll pick up a little bit of Animal Crossing just for you. Why not? We're always looking for something new to do out here. We open up all the regular stuff and eventually it gets boring. So we always need something weird and new. But I picked up something strange today, a Charlie Brown booster box. And apparently it was part of a limited print run in 2024. There were only 200 boxes printed. And so I bought that just because I'm a big Charlie Brown fan. And where's that? Here it is. All right. So it's this guy right here. I saw that. I was just kind of shopping around. I ran into this. Do I open it? Who printed it? Let's see. The seller says in the item description, 2024 SDCC exclusive Super 7 Peanuts Trading Card Hobby Box. Sold out. You could only receive these trading cards at the Peanuts booth during this year's San Diego Comic-Con and is sold out very quickly. Limited to only 100 factory sealed boxes over the entire San Diego Comic-Con. Everything else was individual packs. Strange. I think the company that manufactured it is called Super 7. It clearly says 2024 on the back as well. So I'm a big Charlie Brown fan. It's tempting to open it and kind of like see what's inside of there for fun. Ooh, I should have brought a drink in here. I'm thirsty, dude. Last 2 games were fun, but I just have no more interest. I won't be buying the new Animal Crossing low-key. They got to have things to keep the game fresh, you know? All right. Actually, they should do what Minecraft did. Stop releasing new copies of the game. Just have like a base copy. And then, hold on. Oh, there's the hidden legends. All right, there we go. And I can't find one for sale. All right. Well, I'm going to choose a price for this then. They should just have a base copy of the game released, right? It should have online interaction. And then instead of releasing a new game all the time, they should just continuously update it. That's what they do with Minecraft. Mr. No Monster Hunter? No, I couldn't get all my work done. I still couldn't get all my work done. Look at this. I haven't even gotten NHCC's shipping done. Let's see. Yeah, I got this whole list of things I need to do. Just looking around. I got the Andrew Mercer thing worked on, so that's good. Are you going to try out the Rudy Grading Company? Rudy Grading Company. If Rudy or someone in that company offered me equity in the company or some kind of advertisement deal, I absolutely would be a lot more interested. In fact, I'd grade with them all the time. That's what Rudy should do, by the way. If Rudy was clever, what he should actually do is call on as many content creators as possible to buy as much equity as they can, whatever the price may be. And then once all the content creators have bought in, just get a good team to manage the company, and all the content creators can advertise it at the same time. So I wanted to do that in the past, and I just don't have the capacity to do it. But, you know, if he has the finances and if he has the social shrewdness, he should be going around asking everyone to join in, even if that means giving up a little bit of equity or the equity going up in value, whatever it is. The more he shares it with other content creators, the better chance it has, in my opinion. All right. So let's take a quick look. So these guys 7s, dude. I kind of see it. There's like lines in the cards. I wonder why that is. Why would there be lines in these cards? I didn't put lines on them. Were they manufactured in a way where they would have lines on them? I just don't get it. Strange. So these did not get a good grade. Minecraft is running out of content. I think you're right. I think all games are running out of content all the time, though, you know. Looks like Super 7 does a lot of artist vinyl figures, and on their site, they have some Peanuts Wax PAX cards. Oh, cool. So I've got a little, I got a little sealed box of it. I would love to open the box, but I have to be sure that I can resupply it. It is. I'm a huge Charlie Brown fan. Actually, I like Calvin and Hobbes too. I like all of them. So I announced in our Discord server that I bought a small golden coin. It's going to be worth about 500. And you guys can actually take your Pokemon cards and trade them for the gold coin. I'm going to offer that from now on. Like, let's say you pull a big hit in a break and you decide you want to diversify your collection a little bit and actually hold on to some gold. You will have the option to trade with me for that gold coin. I don't know if I'll put it up for sale. It's just going to be trade only, probably. All right, I don't have a price for these guys. They're really cute. No, the cards themselves have to be worth something. I don't know what. Let's start it's a 7, not an 8. Let's start at 25. Okay. They're very much vintage Pichus. You need to pronounce the T in peanut stronger. Peanut. I bought some peanut. I bought some peanut. Here we are. Ball Toy, Hidden Legends. All right. Gold is $3,200 an ounce. Yeah, I guess with these little 1/10 ounce coins, there's like a pretty hefty premium to that. Maybe that's because normal people can afford them. Normal people don't go out and buy $3,200 gold coins. So also, if you think about them, the production value on a tiny coin must be ridiculous because it takes so long to produce so little of it, right? Like if you could put it into one big coin, you can go through much more material in a shorter period of time. So I kind of get all that. And it's all, the coin will be graded, and it's a perfect grade, MS70. So technically there's a collectability aspect to it, right? So it's going to have a collectability to it. But I was doing some research on that. Luckily, I've been buying coins for a while. So, oh wow, they want $100 for this. Holy. Maybe I underpriced the Shuppet. I'm going to go with $75 on the ball toy. Flint and Steel. Peanut, not peanut. Peanut. It just sounds worse if you say the nut really well. Peanut. I could really use some peanuts. I don't know, man. Look at this card. Oh, yeah. I wanted to grade this Quillfish because I thought he looked really nice. There you go. I wanted to grade this Quillfish because I thought he looked really nice, really clean. And you just don't have a lot of options for Quillfish. So here is a Neo 2000 Quillfish poker card. Looks really super clean. Look at that. Chicken jockey. The Nether. I want to one day mint my own silver coins because they are only 31 an ounce, and I just want to have my name on a bunch of silver coins. You want to, if you're rich, you can open up a silver mint with me. Let's open up a minting company. Like, let's open up a niche, small scale silver minting company. We'll mint coins. It'll be fun. PSA 10 Quillfish. Any Quillfish. Okay, let's see. Oh, God damn it. Why does it do this? Here he is. So he's about $110 roughly. That's a nice Quillfish. Chicken jockey. Peanuts. That's right. I'm super duper rich. 16 and no job. You're 16 and no job? Is that true? I started working for my dad when I was like 13. I had money. All my neighborhood friends thought I was a weirdo. Oh, all you do is sit in your garage and work all day. That's what they would tell me. And I was like, I kind of have to. All right. All right. My family was always talking about we were this close to losing the home. That was the conversation all the time. It was very stressful, I guess, as a kid. I don't really think about that too much as an adult anymore. But as a kid, when your parents tell you you're this close to being homeless, it's that's heavy stuff. Mr. says, pin it slowly. Same, first job was 15. I thought I was, but there's 2 under me. Thoughts on Jason Paige? I did a little more research into Jason Paige, and you know what I was surprised by? I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find why people hated him so much, other than the fact that maybe he's like an older, balding man who's kind of riding the Pokemon celebrity a little bit. And so he's a promoter. He's a self-promoter, kind of like Logan Paul type, right? You know, Logan Paul, he's a ruthless self-promoter. Maybe you're not allowed to be a self-promoter unless you're hot. I don't know. Because other than that, I didn't see what he did wrong. You know, people call it, they say, oh, he looks like a crackhead or something like that. Okay, did he actually do crack? Well, then you're just slandering him, right? He either does it or he doesn't. Well, if he doesn't do it, it's not fair to call him that. So, you know, he's a thin, older man, and because Pokemon, by the way, was 30 years ago. So if he was just 25 back when he made the song, he's 55 today. And it really feels like people are dogpiling him. That's how it feels. It feels like people are dogpiling him. So he's just a guy. He sounds basically like he would probably be fun to hang out with. He doesn't seem terrible. Every video I've seen of him, he was really normal. But he would be like some young person criticizing him. And I'm like, you just don't like the way he looks. That's what's going on. You don't like the way he looks. He's a guy who's leaning into his quote-unquote celebrity status, and it annoys you. And I think part of it is just discrimination, because maybe Jason Paige doesn't look like a 25-year-old YouTuber. And he hasn't been media trained. He doesn't have media training. He's not like a social media genius. He doesn't have like a self-made, YouTube channel or anything like that. So it's not like he's practiced in any of this. He's just a guy who was a normal person who got a gig doing music for Pokemon, and Pokemon ended up being the biggest thing, right? So I don't appreciate the hate. I think it goes too far. You see this kind of stuff, this dogpiling, you see this kind of stuff happen, but I think it goes too far. But if somebody presents a video to me showing me him doing something that's really despicable, I'll swap sides. Other than that, I'm pretty satisfied with having his signature, because whether people today like him or not, because apparently the zeitgeist of today is to dislike him. But whether people like him or not, he's the guy who sang the Pokemon song. It plays at the beginning of every episode. And 50 years from now, when he's passed away, and I'm probably passed away from a heart attack, 50 years from now, people will not care about people's opinion on him today. His signature is going to be valuable. And people, maybe they don't like that idea. You don't really get to choose. He sang the song for the Pokemon shows. It plays on every show. So that guy is going to be famous. He's famous right now, and whether he annoys you or not, that is a signature you probably should have. The Poke Rap is better. I can't hate on Jason Paige until I have a reason to hate him. Yeah, there's a lot of dogpiling on him, and I watched videos of him, and he just seems like a chill older guy. That's it. He looks like a chill older guy. He dresses like he's a little younger than he is, and he's got a lot of energy, and he does self-promotion. I think he is trying to make some money on his celebrity, but who doesn't do that, If Jake Paul ruthlessly advertises stuff he's selling in his stuff, no one cares. Well, some people find him annoying, obviously, but overall, he's extremely popular. But if this guy does it, it's like a big problem. So, I think it's discrimination. I think it's because he's older, and I think it's because maybe people don't consider him attractive enough or something, like the whole crackhead stuff. I don't like that. He either does them or he doesn't. And if he's not doing it, what you're doing is slander. It's not fair for him. So here's a Luke Laurie. He says, 4 Star Wars Galaxy Ones. All right, he should have a fair shake and not be treated so horribly from what I've seen. But again, if somebody presents a video, I will get it. I'll go, oh, okay, now it makes sense. But I've actually been watching videos. He seems pretty normal. Yes, all right. People judge off the looks. I think that's it. Like, what's the moral of the story here? You better be hot when you're 50, because otherwise people will beat you up for not being hot enough. It's just like the musical artists. You don't see a lot of ugly musicians. It's not very common. If you're going to be a musician, you better be hot. And it's like, what does that have to do with singing? What does being hot looking have to do with having good vocal cords? That's exactly what you see all the time in the music industry, and I think it's terrible. I think it's probably one of the reasons we don't get good music as much, because the music industry basically demands that you have like this, you know, George Clooney celebrity status look, or you're out, you know? And so you're probably missing out on so much talent because the whole world can't look like Justin Bieber and whatever else, you know? So it's kind of annoying. But again, like I said, I'll say this one more time. If you actually show me content of him being despicable, like bad, I'll change my mind in 2 heartbeats. But I actually have to see that. I haven't seen it. All I can see is people dogpiling an older guy who was part of the making of the famous Pokemon TV show. All right, let's see. Mr. I see Ghost of the Past on the secret menu, but no price. Does that mean it's sold out? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's sold out. I think I was intending to restock it, and I never did. All right, pack number 2. I like this a lot. With transition to what people's looks are instead of their skills and performance, I disagree on several points. Can we debate? Oh, absolutely. He was caught on video stealing candy from a baby. Yeah, I mean, if some kind of serious thing surfaced about him, I'd be like, all right. But people just hate him, it seems, because he's a self-promoter. That's normal. Everyone should be a self-promoter. You should, you know, don't be a wallflower. You should go shake your thing and make some money and live life and enjoy being loved by other people. But I think it's his looks. I think that's what does it. He's an older man now. Pokemon boomed 30 years later. He didn't get to have the celebrity status when he was like 25. So it's been 30 years. He's probably about 55 years old. And he's dressing maybe a little younger, trying to enjoy himself. And people are just hating on him for it. Look at that. All right. Where are the Doom cards? Let's see. Why do you not have lower grades? I feel that a PSA 6 Alt-Art 65 will sell much faster than a PSA 10 Shuppet non-hauler for 65. I tend to just grade the cards that look like they're going to grade 10. Here we are. All right. I've been thinking about increasing my range of cards that I grade. I might buy my own private case of cards for each new set from now on, open the whole case, and then grade that. But my strategy so far has been to not do that. Got some nice faders there, man. Luke Laurie. Let's see. Short was great. Perfect timing. In fact, the speed was the whole point lost, so I don't know what they're talking about. All right, Mr. Luke, let's grab your bag. Let's see. Aha. Very nice. Where are the Dr. Doom cards? Not enough Doom. Dr. Doom cards. Where would I get those? All right, we'll pop this over here. Very nice. Thoughts on solo leveling? Just starting it. It's apparently pretty popular. All right, we're going to rotate slabs for a moment here. So, guys, as you know, we have a lot of new PSA slabs. Just came back. We just priced a couple of them. Oops. Here's our add-on. I only ever see older non-haulers. They're all PSA 10. We never see, like, any modern cheap cards in lower grades. Well, I just don't grade modern cards that are going to grade less than 10 because, those are not very good to sell. Okay. So now we have Anthony Kalura, 5 prismatic. Ooh. Oh, by the way, I just got my restock on prismatic. Here we are. Okay. Very nice. Tossing that over there. Every anime seems the same, says Mike's side. Guess you could say that about scary movies, too. They're all kind of the same idea. 5 journey together. You got to find some way to keep it fresh and keep it fun and make characters that you like and relate to. That's the art of the artist, right? Getting you attached somehow, getting you involved, getting you interested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Mr. Anthony Kalura. And 5 battle partners. You got it, man. There it is, 5 of these. All right, guys. So it's the Thursday daytime stream. Snipping these. S&P is just going up and down like 5%. I saw it go up 10% and then back down 10%. I have done so extremely well. I was completely out of the market when it crashed. And then I bought in at about $8,000. And then I sold out and made like 650 or 700 or something like that. And now I am just out of the market again, and it has fallen back down. I don't know how you get that lucky, but I saw the market spike yesterday. And really high up into that spike, I sold my $8,000 out of the market again because I said, this isn't going to last. It didn't make any sense. The spike didn't make any sense. It was up almost 8%. And I'm thinking, well, Trump only paused the tariffs. He didn't stop the tariffs. He paused them. And then he's actually increasing the tariffs on China. And so I was like, I'm out. We are. And so now it's fallen back down. I actually bought back in at $1,000 today, and I'll be looking at buying $1,000 per day until the dust settles a little bit. Here's Blaziken. Thoughts and talks of insider trading on Trump's end? Yeah, I mean, a lot of Democrats have said, oh, this was insider trading is what it was. Here's Iona's kilowatt trail. But I don't know if you can necessarily blame Trump for insider trading, because what he just did fits a pattern of what he's done before with Mexico and Canada. So, you know, it's like, it seems to just be what he's doing. It doesn't seem like there's some trick to it. If you had watched what he did with Canada and Mexico and you saw the market drop, you could pretty well predict that, hey, maybe I better buy in before he cancels those or pauses those tariffs. Wow, you got an Iona kilowatt trail English. Nice, man. Look at that, guys. Great pull. Fantastic. Okay, let's see if you get lucky in the prismatic. You can keep hollows in basic EXs. Nice. Here's Groudon. Come on. Uh-oh, we missed something. There it is, Noibat. So you can accuse him of that, but I don't think that he was trying to do insider trading. I think he was just using a strategy he had used before with Canada and Mexico to start negotiations. He wants to renegotiate the trade deal with every country. There's Lacey. Oh, man, imagine that was a Master Ball. Ooh, double Umbreon. You got to keep the Umbreons. My wife is like the BGS Black Label of wives. Oh, that's nice. Gonna have to show us nudes or it's not true. Definitely not an accusation from me. I'm kidding. Don't listen to me. I'm too politically stupid to have input here, says Marco. We are. All right. Isn't he the one who made the trade deal in the first place in his last term? Snipping this LMAO, mister. When you have a very pretty girlfriend or wife, you almost feel like, dang, people need to know. You know what I mean? People should know how good I have it. All right, there we go. Tossing this. Ready? This would do really great on social media. Here's, whoa, the doggy bark. Okay, there's a little doggy. I'm scared for these degenerates to see her. Oh, here we are. All right. Oh, Yanma. Ta-da! Yanma. Zeshin. Cold. And hollow. This app features ass. It's not consistent. Marco, LMAO, but for real. That's what get guys to be like, look at this picture of my girl. I've seen her. Hee hee hee. You've seen who? Hey, these are fine, decent people. All right, we'll put this back over here. Tammy has seen my wife. Oh my God, what are we talking about right now? Any current sets or cards you have your eye on for your personal collection? Hey, that's a great question. Well, there's the Rocket set coming out, but it's going to be so overpriced, you kind of don't want to stock up on it too hard until it's fallen a little bit. So you said no EXs? I can take these if you want. I'll put those in the custom modern packs. So you walk away with the Yanma, Manectric, Umbreon Pokeball. That's not bad. Reverse Hollow, you keeping that. Noibat and Kilowattrel. Ooh. All yours. Oh, that's nice, man. All right. Any sets? I like the new Modern Rocket set. I know there hasn't been a full reveal of the card set yet, but I'm optimistic it's going to be good. I'll probably keep a percentage of anything I buy all the time in a corner of the room. So if I buy 5 cases, I'm going to keep 1 case. And so I'll slowly do that over time until I have a holding on it. But it's probably overpriced at the launch, but who knows? Who knows? Pokemon's really crazy. Here's Torchic. You show me your wife, I'll show you mine. All right, hold on. Here's Omastar. Chat's about to turn into some kind of circle jerk over here. Here's Red. Whoa. All 10s right there, baby. Look at that. Torchic, Mr. Mime, Omastar, Chansey, and Red. That's a good one. That one will sell. Let's put that guy in the middle. He's a good card. All right. Okay, let's take a look into putting a new card up on the table. Look what they did to my boy. That got a 9. Oh, man. I must say, he's just got this gray dot by his ear. It is tempting to regrade this. It is so tempting. Crazy. I don't know, dude. All right, we got this beautiful boy. Ooh, baby. Look at that scissor. Man, that's a hot card. I've sold so many of these scissors. Not a lot of good scissor cards out there. This is the lesbian Pokemon Scizor. Top 2 for most lesbian. You have Scizor and you have Lesbian. Those are top 2. All right, look at that. Not even one for sale. You got this $300 one for sale, but no one's going to buy that. That's way too pricey. Let's look into sold. Okay, it looks like one last sold for $125, this exact card. That is the last sold. And now there's none for sale. I get to actually increase the price from there. So from 125 to what? Man, I know this scissor's exclusive to the gold silver decks. He does not show up in the 1998 decks like this guy. He's exclusive to the gold silver time period. I'm putting him down for a hefty 200. I like him a lot. I think he could sell for that value. That is a very good looking card that we've sold multiple times. All right. Mr. Scissor. Population going to be real small on this one probably too. All right, let's take a quick look. I do a lot of poker cards, obviously. I have a pretty good monopoly on the poker cards. I wouldn't say it's a monopoly, actually. No, I don't have a monopoly. I just have a good holding. I have a good chunk of it. That is a population 4 scissor. He's certainly not common. Last one sold for $125. Here at Walmart, waiting for my oil change. Oh, that's the worst. Okay, we have a Christian Sidaros. 1 box of Korean Terror Festival. Huzzah! Christian Sidaros, are you new? You seem new. We are? Ooh. We need a new J.D. Vance thumbnail. Here we are. Scissor wouldn't have been my first thought for a lesbian. We did like a questionnaire on who people thought was the most lesbian Pokemon, And I don't remember if Scissor was number 1. If he wasn't number 1, he was number 2. Did you get any yellow deck Bulbasaurs in this PSA sub? There will be no yellow deck cards at all in this submission. Yellow deck cards are really, really hyper rare. But if you're patient, there will be more again in the future. Because I have more to grade. I'm new, yes, new to ordering. All right, here goes. Your first time popping your Poke Cherry. Ready? Snipping that. Snipping this. All right, cool, cool. Very good. One of us, one of us. All right, let's see how well you do in this round. If you do bad, I'm going to get you a free one if you do bad. But you might not be doing bad. What do you got here? Oh, yeah. I would say you did well. Look at this, Roaring Sky. All right, you got Roaring Sky. I'll give you a different kind of bonus then. We're going to get you 3 poker cards as a bonus. Okay, this lady. This lady. And Buzz Lightyear. I'm basically giving away these Disney cards. Oh, Fan Rotom. What's up, free economists? There's the Rotom fan. Whoa, 105 viewers. I don't know why there's so many viewers, but that's a lot. Maybe because it's Thursday and people have money. Maybe it's the PSA submission came in. Just some of you might have seen those PSA cards in the video I posted. All right. Ooh, Glaceon. All right. Let me not argue with you fools. Mister got Roaring Skies on the brain. Hell yeah, dude. That's a great set. Here's a Raikou. Okay. Gardevoir. But that's not really this Pokemon's name, is it? Sinistra? Gucci Scissor. How much do you have the Holon Torchic at? Oh yeah, I was selling a Holon Torchic. I think it was 750, wasn't it? I don't even know if I should sell that. It seems like every time I sell one of those reverse stamp cards, I regret it later. They just go for way more later in the future. So I look at it and I go, why am I even selling this? Torchic, it's a starter Pokemon. It's popular. It's got a reverse holo stamp on it. It's a 10. Harder to get 10s now. Dobby is a free elf. Dobby, Harry Potter. Dobby is pregnant. Let's see. So you got Master Ball and the Roaring Moon. Ooh. Tommy out here auditing Mr. in real time. You audited me? How many times Mr. names the wrong Pokemon? Oh. All right, Mr. Christian. I probably do it a lot. It's Blissey. All right, here we are. You like that, Silver Umbreon? The Dobby's pregnant sound effect. All right. Christian Sadaros. I used to do that every time somebody ordered the Harry Potter cards off the menu. So for a little while, right after we got them, I was saying that over and over again. Roaring Moon is so nice. I vote for removal of Tammy as mod. You watch out. Tammy will make you disappear, bro. Tammy's the undercover police or whatever, the Stasi or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, here's a nice Torchic. This is a Gem Mint Torchic. So I'm totally embracing these CGC 10s. I already liked them in the past anyways, which is why I had some. Like, this is why do you think I bought this? I paid for these. And I've seen their prices go up. That's a video. I need to make a video on that. Make a note here. Anyways, so I bought these cards because I liked them, and I didn't care that they were CGC 10. I knew there's going to be some flaw on the card, but hey, it's a CGC 10, all right? So you just think of it as a CGC 10 economy. And anyways, so, you know, this guy's a 10. He probably won't cross grade to a PSA 10. PSA will probably reject him, but he's a CGC 10. So I'm going to collect CGC 10s and CGC Pristine 10s. I already felt very comfortable with, but the gem mints were always kind of this less comfortable thing. Now that PSA is grading so harshly, I am not going to care as much about the CGC 10 gem mints. It's weird how that works, isn't it? It's weird how PSA making their grading standards so high makes you want to reject them a little bit. All right, so let's see. Eric Rodriguez would like a McDonald's Dragon and 1 Black Flame. I think I need to stand up for more of those McDonald's. Oh, wait, here's one. Is this one? Yes, we had one more. I love my Jemmy Giovanni. Nothing wrong with it. They follow me, mister. Who's they? Dobby forgot the sock. All right. 1 Black Flame. Black Flame's getting a little more popular, isn't it? That Black Flame Charizard looks good. Well, I feel like that's what we haven't hosted in a while. We haven't hosted a Charizard break in a while. Like a real good Charizard break. So, by the way, we have a new break. You might have missed this. Misty's Gyarados Pristine. I don't know if you guys missed this, but we finished Lugia last night. My thoughts on this one, it's an 18-spot rare candy. That's going to move like that. Pristine Misty Gyarados is going to move. It's perfect. It's very similar to what we have going on right now with like the Journey Together and Destined Rivals. You know, Misty's Gyarados is an actual card you can pull out of Battle Partners. You can pull it out of Journey Together. But this is the good one. And it's got that nice pristine grade. I think that one's going to move. All right. There's Mewtwo. And here is a Rocket card. Dark Houndoom. Harry going to hit him with the Fetus Deletus curse. If you sent a CGC Gem Mint for cross grade, I think they'd make it a 9. Yeah, I suspect PSA won't accept CGC 10s for brand protection. That's right. Here's Grandpa Rayquaza. Okay, that's right. Here's the owl. Ooh. There's Watsy Simpson cards. Yes, I've seen those, but I never buy them. All right, there's Eric Rodriguez. See if we can find you real fast. Oh, this is the new star card. Look at that Mega Gengar. Doesn't that look nice? Forgot about this. That's a really stupid looking star. There it is. The new star card is a Mickey Mouse card. It actually makes a lot of sense. Mickey Mouse just doesn't sell for some reason. Poor Mickey. He's been having trouble ever since Minnie divorced him for Goofy. Yo! Did you see PSA is going to step on CGC's toes and start doing comics? PSA is going to do comic books? That makes sense. That makes sense. CGC expanded to cards. PSA is expanding to comics. All right. Anthony Kalura, Glory of Team Rocket. Oh, all right. So you know that's a pre-sale, right? We don't have it yet. It's a pre-sale. I think he knows that because it says it right next to it. All right. So you got a box Glory of Team Rocket. And we also have this Glory of Team Rocket box battle, which is, it's made some progress. It sat still for a minute. Gouache Mickey. She fell on my lap. Goofy, Cuck, and Mickey. Ayo. If only Disney didn't destroy their own crown jewels. Yeah. I think the Disney brand has been hurt a little bit. That's not good for Disney collectors. But, you know, it's an old company. This is not today's Disney. This is Walt Disney. That's why I would say this is not 2025 Disney. This is classic Walt Disney. So this is the good stuff. So when you think of it from a collector's perspective, if you're going to collect Mickey Mouse, collect the old Mickey Mouse. Aaron Rodriguez, 5 Legend of Blue Eyes. I have a bag somewhere. All right. Yowie! That goofy scream. Gwarsh. There we go. Did my other order go through? Just want to make sure. Luke Laurie. Yep, you're right after this guy. In fact, you're right after Aaron Rodriguez. What happens is people order ahead of you, and then you just gotta wait your turn. It takes a little while. All right. Snipping this. Snipping this. We don't know what the chase cards of Mewtwo, the Team Rocket set is, do we? Probably the birds. Probably Mewtwo. But here's the big question: do we get a Dark Dragonite? Man, that's a big question. Do we get a Rockets Charizard? Those are big questions. All right, I feel like we're gonna get a Dragonite. We're getting a Tyranitar, and ooh, look at this Tri-Horn Dragon. Lovely. We haven't really had a good Dragonite set in a long time, I feel. Right, like the last one was probably like Evolving Skies or something like that. Here it is. But Dragonite has been in every Rocket set. I feel like we're getting Dragonite. They haven't revealed that, though. Come on, Pokemon, we're getting Nancy. Somebody will leak the whole set any day now. And that may drive the price higher, or it could drive the price lower if people don't like it. Aaron. Oh my god, that's really hard to reach. Whew, I feel like you could bet on Charizard being in any set. It's been too many sets with no Charizard. True, he hasn't been in a while. Luke Laurie, 4 Card Wars Adventure Packs, 2 Star Wars Galaxy 2. Oh, 2 Star Wars Galaxy, 2 Ayakashi Triangle. You got it, you got it. So, 2 Ayakashis are right over here. Here's 2 Star Wars. 4 Card Wars. We leave the Card Wars sealed unless you instruct us to open it. But the real question is, where the hell do I keep Card Wars? I don't know where I'm keeping them. Let me pull my chair back. They could be in any box. Oops. They could be in this box. I feel like they're in this box. Toss this over here. Tile cutters. I don't know about these tile cutters, man. That's an open box of, wow, we got a lot of crap over here, dude. But I feel like this is where I last saw the Card Wars. No, they're not in here, okay. Rudiger size in here. How about in here? Oh yeah. Here's this $17 Topps Mewtwo promo. Those are still for sale. Well, Gouache, I really don't know where we keep Card Wars. I'm going to go open another one, I guess. Let's just go open another one. Ouch! My foot! Man, it'd be nice to know where it's at. I know we've got an open box of it somewhere. All right. Open 2 of them, keep 2 sealed. Okay. Boy, I got to wrap up today, guys. It's 5 p.m. I don't want to go super late because the weather's perfect. I mean, it's really good. All right, there we go. So these are for sale. So I bought hundreds of those. Mr. Stubbing Toe will go viral. Do, 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 do. All right. All right. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the will to do it. There's a short with the whole sub, so you can look through it. Yeah, do you guys like that? Was that fun? I don't normally do that. Normally what I do is I say, you got to join the stream. So you got Portals of Summoning, Yellow Slime, Green Gnome, Pink Candy, Portal of Nowhere, Ghost Tree. It's the actual game, not the characters like Finn and Jake. It's the actual game. Genie Ghost, Ghost Ninja, Giant Mummy Hand. I had the app. Did you guys play the Adventure Time Card Wars game on the app? We are. I played that in college. That's a really old game now. I bet they re-released that one day. Oh my God. Great short, to be honest, says Robert. So you enjoyed it. Yeah, you know, I realized the problem with the old shorts I used to post, we get like a PSA return, right? And I'd post a video going, the new PSA submission's in. Don't forget to join us live. Remember, that's what I'd say. And I realized that's an ad. I hate ads. I'm just making an advertisement. So I said, give the people what they want. They want to know what's in the damn submission. So I said, all right, I'll just show them. Then if you like what you see, you can come over here and ask about it. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. I used to have a starter decks for Card Wars, really? All right, Cold Packs of Stars Galaxy. None of the cards that I like were in there, though. I guess is what I mean. There we are. There are Sexy Leia cards that I think do well in here. All right, there you have it. You got a fat bag now. You're buying all the stuff to make your bag fat. Just wait till you see his pants. Love me a long time. Is allergy season's over yet? Actually, you know, I haven't been sneezing all stream, so might be almost over. Let's see how that short's doing. I'm curious. Nothing like stopping the stream to check my own cell phone. Says the video's sitting at 1.2 thousand views. It's the second video out of 10 in the last 2 days in terms of rank. Probably this one's the best one right here. This is the $100,000 cash versus Pokemon cards video, and it's at 9,000 views. I plan on making more videos of that style. It's just a way to demonstrate card costs. And I thought, how fun would it be if we used prop cash to sort of demonstrate what that money really looks like? Because when people see the money, they go, oh, that's a lot. All right, here's Lunatone. We've got Dunsparce. That cash wasn't real. Yeah, that's prop cash. You'd have to be really stupid to be holding cash like that. If you have $100,000, it should be sitting in a bank account or earning 4% annual, right? Like, let's see, what's that look like? 4% annual is $4,000 divided by 12, $333 a month. So if you pull that cash out of your account, you're losing so much money, $333 a month. It's just a terrible idea. All right, let's see. You got to be earning interest on it. Here's Omar Batui, 2 Paldea Evolved, 2 Obsidian Flames, 1 Pokey Shuffle. Ooh, the Obsidian Flames, huh? I believe that's in here. A ladder CD is also good. There we go. All right. Pincurchin, Sarah Luge. Tonight is my night to shine. Yeah, what's going on tonight, Mr. Brandon? Toxicity. Combi, Claydol. That's Mr. Omar. Saving all my coins for the rocket set. Ugh. So much trash, dude. All right, Omar, no luck there. Just holos this time. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry, little bro. I clipped the toe stub. My employees get their tips in cash, so I use a lot of cash all the time. Nice. Here's a Wigglytuff 10. Venusaur. These are very niche kinds of cards. They don't sell all day long. Here's a Mothman. I know some of you guys are Mothman collectors. I bought him as an investment for a flip later. This guy's not even priced. All right, look at this. That's nice. Okay. Do, 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 do. One Pokey Shuffle. And one Pokey Shuffle for Mr. Omar. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got Trubbish. He's a pretty cute trash Pokemon, but that is a Korean off-center card. There it is. Put some new slabs up in the Pokey Shuffle already. Same with the live customs. Look at that. Super awesome. All right. I really thought Mister was going to say, that's nice, and then hide it away. People just pee on the ground in the Bay Area. Whew. That's really gross. Tyranitar. I bet you can't get away with that in some other countries. They say, So I discovered an important fact about the Tyranitars here. These Tyranitars, the problem with them is they do not come out of every deck. So they're kind of like the Charizard. If you open a deck, he's going to trade places with another card, Typhlosion. So you get either Tyranitar or Typhlosion. And then when you grade these, they definitely do not always grade 10. In fact, I have one in this submission that just graded 9. So he should be pretty expensive. He's a chase card. This is definitely one of the better looking Tyranitars in the hobby. I think it kind of like shows off his whole body in a nice clear way. So yeah, I like this card a lot. I should probably be stockpiling them. I am tempted to sell another one, but man, it's going to be pricey. Here's Travis Nova, Glory of Team Rocket Break, and the Misty's Gyarados. All right, Travis Nova. So you're in here twice now, Mr. Travis, making your odds 1 in 4. You hear about the multiple YouTubers that are going to jail for being human garbage in other countries? Yeah. I mean, the internet's all about getting attention. And people have figured out I can get attention by being a criminal. And, yeah, it's just shouldn't be tolerated. Other countries don't mess with that kind of stuff. They say, we're not going to let you harass and hurt people so that you can privately make money and attention on your social media. That's ridiculous. And we need strong laws that protect people here in America from that too, because we don't have as strong of laws, in my opinion. It is, but you could be a victim of a social media crime where somebody hurts you or goads you or provokes you into embarrassing yourself or literally physically hurting you or whatever it is, causing you psychological distress, just so that they can make money getting views. It's not right. It's a type of harassment. It should be illegal. It is. All right. You called it Steven. I guess we're talking about him while he's being held and incapable of working for years. Like, haha. Here's a nice Clefable. I like that Clefable. Here's a Ghastly. Cheap and affordable Giratina. Okay, and Electabuzz. Okay. Okay, it looks like we are out of orders now. We're 5 hours and 11 minutes into the stream. We have an empty queue. Here's an Espeon 9. Maybe that will pair with this Umbreon 9. Isn't that ridiculous? Man. I feel like just cracking these and regrading them no matter what. These guys right here, why not just crack these and regrade them? So no more PSA? Man. I don't know, man. I'm going to send this one off to CGC. Well, I feel like these poker holders are a little different from the standard one. Man, that's a really strong encapsulation on this too, man. Definitely feel like these are a slightly different size. There we go. Weaker on this side. Oops. Encapsulated really strong on this side. Oh, there it goes. All right. All right, let's see. You need a diagonal cutter for this. A diagonal cutter. Everyone's got like their different ways of doing this, I guess. I just weaken the edges. And then it peels right open. Okay. The difference between a 9 and a 10 is so gigantic. If you get a card back from a grading company and you get a 9 on a very borderline card, in my opinion, on average, is worth the risk to just regrade it. You might get a bad grade on the regrade. You might damage the card cracking it. But sometimes it's going to grade 10 on the regrade, in my opinion, if it's truly borderline. Sometimes it's going to regrade 10. And when it does, that's going to make up for any of the ones that missed. So if on average, if you're good at picking out the borderline cards, you can re-roll them basically. Mister's so strong and handsome, he doesn't need your little boy tools. What are you talking about, bro? It's a nice card I graded. So the purpose of this card here is he's just an EX, but it's Gengar. So we need some Gengars, you know? We need some Gengars that aren't like $2,000. So I figure somebody might enjoy this Gengar. I break the whole top and bottom out and boom, out in less than a minute. Yeah, I feel you, man. We've tried a lot of systems for breaking cards open. The thing is, when you start dealing with really expensive cards, you want a system that's pretty consistent. And if you leave all the sides really strongly glued together, if you use like the screwdriver method on the top of the slab, I feel like things can still go wrong because the encapsulation is so strong. I've found that breaking the edges really slowly is a very safe or effective or consistent method. All right, let's get a price on this. Ready? The raw card is around the same price as 9. Yeah, that happens a lot. I don't think I need to put this date on it. It's going to sell. Lovely. Your PSA order has shipped. Oh, how nice. Our PSA order has shipped. Here's a nice Tyranitar. I'm thinking about another custom booster pack and calling it the Custom Junk Booster. Custom Junk Pack. And I just get to put whatever I want in there. What do you guys think? Junk Booster Pack? That means December's coming back. That's what it means. Okay. Tyranitar. All right. Oh, we already put a sticker on it, of course. Subs started coming back after the Southern Islands Mew was declared real. Coincidence? Well, I don't think they were related. It's just a lot of time had passed and it was time for them to come back. Matthew Hill says 1 spot in the Misty Break and a pack of Prismatic. You got it. The Misty Break. Thank you, Matthew Hill. Okay, Mr. puts his literal trash in the pack for the junk packs. Yeah, it's just like cardboard and shit. It's like bubble wrap. Empty booster packs. All right. So Misty's Gyarados is up to 4 spots. That's pretty good. All right. I'm glad I got this graded, man. I've been wanting one of these. That looks great. Oops. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me. All right, there it goes. Okay. Galarian. Moltres. Okay. Whoa, this card's pricey. Very interesting. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this was a good card, actually. That Moltres doesn't even look like a Pokemon. You know what's interesting about this Moltres? It's a Shinji Moltres. All right. Japanese Tyranitar PSA 10. You know, it's interesting, Mr. Omar. I really didn't make much money on this. They don't all grade 10. Some of them grade 10, some grade 9. The raw card was not like super cheap, and then you had to pay for the grading too. So when you average out the 10s and 9s, the margin on this, I don't know, might make like $5 to $10 maybe, but you're not going to buy like a new home on $5 to $10 unless I was moving like, you know, maybe like 100 of these a day or some crazy shit like that, right? For $10, because 100 a day would be just $1,000. And if you're making $10 each, presumably, and then after taxes, that's not even $1,000 anymore. So it's funny. This is really just a fun card. It's not really for making any kind of money. Same with like the Gengar over here. This guy's a little bit better. This guy's a little bit juicier. I think I got this guy at a good price. I'm trying to remember. When did I buy this guy? He's probably not so affordable anymore. Oh, I got a deal. Somebody accepted an offer. We're getting a SpongeBob box, everybody. All right, give me a minute here. Yeah, the Galarian Moltres wasn't so bad. Scoo-doo-bee-dee-buzz. Mister, can I do one for the Pokepot, says Ivan. I think we could do that, Mr. Ivan. All right. Yeah, I'm impressed by the Galarian Moltres. Let me go get that card for you for the Pokepot. Oh, that's a Sidro. Did you get that guy's prismatics? Oh, I didn't do his prismatics. I'm sorry. Didn't we? One spot in the Misty Break and a pack of prismatic. Here you are, Mr. Matthew Hill. Sorry about that. I know we didn't do it. You know why I know we didn't do it? Because I never went looking for a Matthew Hill bag. Sorry, my brain gets torn in so many directions. All right, that is a cold pack, Mr. Matthew. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All better now. Let's see. Matthew Hill. Oh, yeah. Tough round. So, Ivan, we're looking for a card of yours to donate. Probably this Executor. How about that? Okay, this Pokepot's getting fat, dude. Look at this. Wow, a lot of stuff in here. Here's a Rainbow Dragapult. Crazy. Heading out, but thanks again. Have a nice day, Mr. Christian. Appreciate it. Your first time order is really nice, man. You got a good card out of that, actually. All right, we're landing on 2 3s, a 5, and a 1. It is. The pot grows a little fatter. I think we're done. I think we're all wrapped up. Oh, Dylan Chan just bought something, though. What was that? Oh, Blake Santoro purchased something, too. He says he wants the Moltres. Good choice. There's your store credit. Okay. Uh-huh. right. Now we got Dylan Chan, 5 of the Japanese Heat Wave Arena. Mr. Dylan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forget it's already an hour plus into the stream. Yeah, how can it be already an hour and 20 minutes? Crazy. Let's get it. Okay. Here's a hollow. Cold. Cold. The dog. Barf. The good cards get scooped up so fast here, it's wild. Hey, there's still a Gengar there. He is a PSA 10. I mean, it's better than a hollow Gengar. That's an EX. EX is a more rare than a hollow. Here's Dylan Chan. That's why I picked this card out, because I like Gengar and I like cheap Gengars. Cheap Gengars they're already as cheap as they can be, so they can pretty much only get more expensive over time from my point of view. Bork, bork, says Andy. It's Andy. Free Palestine, free. I hope Palestine has a solution where the people of Palestine can go back to living life and there's safety and no more war. There has to be no more war, but I don't know how you accomplish that anymore. Like, will they not always hold a grudge? So there has to be leaders that say, all we want is peace. We don't want anything else, just peace. And these people in the group, the whole group has to say, we're just in it for peace now. There's no interest in war at all, no revenge. We're not going to do revenge. We just want peace. And then Israel has to do the same thing. And I think the pressure on Israel at that point would be insane if the Palestinians came forward and said, we want peace. And Hamas has to give those hostages back. They still got, like, what was it, like 50-something hostages? So they're still sitting on hostages. That's where it's got to go. The hostages got to be returned, and then, hey, we just want peace. That's it. I think the international community will basically turn on Israel, which they kind of already have to some degree. But I think they'll turn on the Jewish people in Israel if they do not agree to a peace deal, if they all want peace. So that's where it's at. I forgot it's already hour plus. All right, guys, I think I wrap up here now, huh? Look at that Tyranitar, man. I just want more of these. I should offer him for sale at a price where I agree to the price, basically. Yeah, I should offer him for a price. Let me think about it for a minute. What would be an appropriate price? I mean, probably $1,800. That's the price I would accept on the Tyranitar. There's no way you could lose at 18. 18's right. Which means I could probably do about 15 if I was trying to gamble more. 15's more of a gambling price. It's because I understand the card a lot better now. Not only is he not going to always grade 10, but he's not always even going to get pulled out of the deck. So he's quite rare. Some cards are guaranteed in a deck. Like, look at these. Look at this. 9, 9. Paige, you got a 9. So they can be packed fresh. It doesn't matter. They can still grade 9. That's how it is. That's how it be. Poker cards are not guaranteed 10s. You can spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars trying to obtain one poker card just for it to grade 9. Ugh. Price them. Yeah, I mean, probably around $1,600. I don't know if anyone's going to pay $1,600 for a poker Tyranitar, but pretty sure he's really rare. Isn't he rare? Honestly, what I should do is just hoard him and do what I did to Tyranitar, what I did with Charizard. Yeah, this guy's pop 3, by the way. All right, so there's 3 of these guys, and I've got 1, so there's only 2 more. Someone would probably sign them away pretty quick. Yeah. How many decks did I open to? I think I opened like 4 decks to obtain this one Tyranitar. 3 kids and 3 Abduls died on the helicopter crash in New York was River. Abduls. What's an Abdul? Here's CNN. You're saying there's a helicopter crash? Three adults, 3 children. Oh, you weren't trying to say Abduls. You're trying to say adults. And then auto-corrected. 3 adults, 3 children dead after passenger helicopter crashes into the Hudson River. Wow. Why did it crash? Was it just a leisure helicopter? What kind of helicopter was it? Oh, that's sad, dude. Dude, people fly for the convenience and for the comfort of it, but man, the more social media posts talk about dead people in airplanes and helicopters, the creepier it gets, you know. They say it's safer to fly than to travel in a vehicle, so, you know, what's that tell you about car travel? But man, it's tourists. Yeah, probably tourists just taking a view of the skyline, I imagine. That sucks, dude. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop on out of the stream. Wow, we have 130 viewers. Honestly, that is a terrible time to end the stream. So there is clearly some demand. But I got to say something. It's the spring here in Missouri. It's perfect weather outside. If I don't go out and exercise, I'm going to die of a heart attack. So you guys should cheer for me to go outside and get lots of exercise. And then we'll be back on for the late night stream, probably starting around 1 a.m. I'll try to start it at 12 a.m. I know Thursday night happens to also be Friday morning, so I'll try to get here on time to get an earlier stream. We got our PSA slabs to show off. There's still more to sell, more to price. And we got this Misty's Gyarados going down. It's already at 4 out of 18. That's a pretty fast trajectory for Misty's Gyarados because it only came out in the last hour last night. And yeah, there's only 14 spots left, so that's going to sell out. Also, it kind of shows me maybe I need to be paying more attention to cards like this one to get them up on the table as a rare candy pull. Early night, I'm going to try and get on earlier if I can, but Karis always pulls me away. It is a Thursday night, though. She has work Friday morning, so she might not be able. I might be able to tell her to just go to bed, and I'll go live over here, okay?